Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we have almost 1,000 guests in the park, this time in year 1. I mean, I'm not gonna say that we will make it in year 1, but it's kinda looking like a repeat of the previous park, where we achieved our goals a year earlier. We might even achieve our goals even sooner than that, but well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, last time what we did was we basically opened up the whole second half of the park, facilitated it, put some infrastructure down, got some rides down, and donezo. Or at least you'd think. But things are not as easy as it sounds, as I have a little bit of an issue. An issue. And that is that we left this all open and planned out for slam down rides to build, you know, like the cinema and the star thing and the merry-go-round and more of those type of rides. And guess what? If we take a look at our rides, over here there isn't much for us to build. We need to start researching this soon, but so there isn't much to build here. Over here we've got it all. We got the go-kart, which is great, but for the rest, everything's built. So, yeah, you know, we have all this space available, and at the same time, we have nothing to place there. So as weird as it may sound, and as illogical as it might be, at least for those who think build and don't care about anything else, we're not going to continue the development over here till we have a few more rides to place down. But as I'm talking and doing a sneaky vandalism check, seeing no vandalism and thinking by myself, you know what, let's prevent vandalism, let's get a guard. And if we take a look at our staff expenses, which they will explode soon. However, in terms of like park expenditure, we're gonna also see it rise up soon. So we're gonna hire 2 guards. And do we need entertainers? I mean, it would be nice to make us eligible for like the award of the best staff. So let's take a quick look at queue time. And then sort it. Ooh, Mount Fairground. Okay, yeah, we need queue time, or we need there's 0 people on the ride. Okay, I think it is about time that we lowered this then to say $1. And at the same time, we're gonna get an entertainer just so that we're eligible for Roman costume. Yeah, walk around as a Roman. To be eligible for the staff award, because you need 1 of each staff. So we qualify for that now. Anyway, if we take a look at like the queues, yeah, we see this one empty. And we see also this one empty. What's over there? The slide. The slide is having the same problems. The stern look. Not so stern anymore, now that you are not making any money. Let us lower this to $1 too. We'll see how it goes from there. Back to this view. Yeah, so the boats are still popular. Same for this over here, the tower, pretty much everything. This is all going nicely. So far, so good, I'd say. Right, also, you know what I'm curious about? I mean, I am in the park. Are the other guests we named in the park now? We missed one. Let us get another named guest in the park. Oh no, you're tired. We only pick the best ones. We are going to have Electro in the park. There. And you are reasonably rich even. Nice. Put the infos on, and I say to Electro, welcome to the park, mate. Now, so we're not going to develop stuff over here, but where are we going to develop stuff? You are looking at the place right now. Remember I said, like, we might be able to build this, but just not over here. We're gonna build it over here. Now, just before I started recording, I'll have to admit, I did some sneaky, scouting of the terrain, and I saw that there's basically like this high circle and then a crater of sorts. And I think this circle is like the perfect spot for us to get the cycle monorailway. You don't need this to be long. And if we were to build the station like on this line here and have it go round a little like this, follow the terrain and then get back, I think we have like a perfect cycle ride if we do that. And therefore, we will do that. Because, I'm all for it. And this is also a big factor in me choosing this spot. Yeah, the short queue. That's really important. Was a game changer, breaker, whatever. So, there we go. Also, I don't want this to be too close to the path, because we need to hook stuff up there in the future. So, and we also cannot stray away too far from the high section here, else we're gonna run into support issues. But look, everything has been thought of and taken care of, including this, because right now we are able, at least we should be, yeah, we are able to go below our tracks as long as we keep this height. So we can even go full circle mode on the path here, should we choose to do so. All we need to make sure is that we are able to return to the station. But even that is looking rather nice. Look! Not too big, nothing too fancy, but it is another ride, a gentle ride, that we can add to the collection. And right now, this might be like truly horrible in the ratings, but once we have like, we should in theory be able to do this, right? Yeah, nice. Now, but once we have like a few more rides here that interact with the cycle railway, then we should be in business, because then it will up the ratings. But for now, yeah, it's not gonna be great. I can tell you that much. Anyway, let me quickly set this up, huh? So, of course, despite how horrible it is, we will charge $5. I have the balls to charge $5 for this. 10 bicycles. I don't even know how long this will be, but just as with the cycle monorail, I expect our guests to take quite a while to finish this. Also, why don't we call this? Yeah, we're gonna call this Alp. I don't know if you write it like that, but it's like some famous mountain that everybody cycles up once a year. And this is the perfect track for it. No elevation whatsoever. I like it. Right. Should we really? No, let's not. I feel like... Do you want to sack? He's never set a foot in the park. I'm not sacking him. I'm just saying I don't need you. Yeah, no, I don't feel like we need a handy dude here right now. We do want, maybe, is different colors. Do we really want it? I feel like right now it is completely hidden, which I feel is like the best way this ride can be. Now, also, I want the go-karts over here, but we'll build that next. There is another ride here, two actually, that I feel we could add to this above ground section. And that's like the log flume and the river rapids. Because basically what I think is like over here we will have these tracked rides that can't really go high. So over here they would waste up this space for slam down rides. But over here, we're not going to build many, if any, of those slam down rides. So I feel like this over here is the perfect spot to just place a few of these. So knowing that, where the only thing we really need to do is plan out where our stations are gonna be. Would it be a bad idea to have a station like right on the edge here? I feel like if we do this, it might not be such a bad idea to maybe have something hook up here all the way over to the end. You know, just so that we have coverage, and then we'll also hook something up over here. Yeah, we should go along with that plan. And then, I've just decided that I don't think we are gonna hook up, make the path go full circle. I don't think that would add much, aside from wasting our money. So let us get the station here and let us build it facing this direction towards the ice cream thingy. Also, can I have music, please? Because the silence is deafening. And let's go Roman fanfare. Yeah, because I like it. And we also have the Egyptian one. That sounds like snake charming music. But I don't feel this like really that much fitting to the park. Excuse me. Oh, crap. We need this to be over there. Look, see, what we have now already is we have like, station next to the cycle thing. So that's already gonna help out with the ratings. Now we need to be careful here with where we build stuff, because we cannot go to the above, off the rock basically. So there's definitely stuff we need to consider regarding that. We could do a reverse turntable. I like that idea. Oh, that's a shame. How cool would it be if we are able to go below this? If we were just to move this whole shenanigan back one, and again do the reverse turntable, because I do want that. And then do, well, that was a little bit too much, but do just a little bit of terraforming here. Yes. And then do a little bit of straight. Go a little bit into the underground. And then, in theory, if we were to go up just a little, we don't need to go up much, to height 29, and we were to do this with just a slight bit of terraforming. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, Tiny underground section makes, adds a lot to the ratings. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I think we are developing an excellent ride here, if I may say so myself. Of course, I might be slightly biased. But, oh well, what can you say? Sometimes, good stuff is just good. It doesn't need much recognition. Nice. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's definitely something we need to watch out for. This thing can't go that high, so. But look, we are interacting with like the cycle railway right here, like crazy, which I think is cool, Also, we are basically reversing our gas back to the way the thing was before, so that's also pretty okay. They might like it to finish with their faces to the front. Also, they'll be like, hey, but wasn't there more to this ride? No, you're back in the station already. And they don't see a thing. Also, if we were to do stuff like this, in theory, we should be able to do this. I like this. Now, you can probably guess that we're working this one back to the station currently. Are we able to? Yeah, we are. I don't know. This probably won't fit. That's a shame. Are we able to do this one earlier? Yeah. Booyah. That's what I say. Not too big, not too tiny. Probably a little bit too long, actually. Coming to think of it, this is a rather slow ride. And looking at our what our queue is gonna be, I'm like, yeah, actually you did not do a good job here. Maybe... Oh, that's such a shame. It doesn't work. Ooh, look, guys, we got an award. We got the best value award. It is gonna rain in guests right now. look at this. This is insane. This is a bit crazy, really. Look, the guests are just piling up here. I don't even know where to put them. Look at how crowded it is. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get comments from the guests, or their thoughts at least, like, "Is the crowd happy? I don't like it." And they'd be right. I mean, if I'm honest, you know, look at just how many there are. Right, regardless, that's not really our concern at the moment. Our concern at the moment should be hooking it up to a different spot. I figured we could have like a nice place for this to hook up to. But it's really, it's gonna be all the way over there. This definitely will need a entertainer. Else we're gonna be in big trouble. I can tell you that much. Now, I'm not sure about how it's gonna behave in terms of vomit stuff. But, you know, I also saw like there were 2 specks of vomit over here on the ice cream thingy. And basically I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like an extra handy dude there, and maybe also like a fix mechanic. I mean, it never hurts, you know, to have like an extra mechanic. Oh, and you know what? Did we do light posts? I feel like we did, didn't we? Or didn't we? Yeah, we did. We just did the regular ones. Right, let's also place down a few of these light posts then, huh? And that we should also do that over here. I mean, this isn't like a special part of the park that does not deserve light posts all of a sudden. Right. Okay, so having sorted this one out, let us quickly get this one to $5. You know, if I'm really honest, with like 2 short underground sections, there's a really good chance that this log fume is actually good in terms of ratings. You know, this might be like a great success. In terms of the queue time, I will decide on an entertainer there after I know the queue time. What I'm also curious to is over here. How long is this ride? 1 minute 43, huh? With 8 helicopters. Okay, here comes my calculator. So 8, that's 100 divided by 8 is 12.5. So in theory, my 15 seconds could be lowered to 12. And that is confirmed by the fact that we have a slight stack of trains there and a queue time of only 6 minutes, which we're gonna lower just a little bit here. Nice. Ratings? Terrible. But that's not really the point of the ride. Okay, so does this have ratings already? Yeah, this is 2 minutes 28 though, which is basically 140 divided by 10 is like spot on, basically. Nice, okay, good, and a shorter queue time. So far, I'm really liking what we got set up here. So why don't we call this? What shall we name this? Why don't we call this air logged or air clogged? Yeah, that's a great name for this one. We should do something about the coloring though. I mean, the cycle railway we want to hide from the view, but this one I think we should have. Well, doesn't need to be fancy, but we definitely want to have the guest know that it's there. So something like maybe black supports isn't actually so bad. It goes nicely with the coaster. Pink logs? No. Just no. No, not gonna happen. Also, red logs? No. Blue? Definitely not. And then the question remains, what are we gonna choose? Bright blue, even? I'm not a big fan of any of these colors, really. Let's go with light green. I think just red. I think red looks much better. Yeah, let's keep it with this. Also, eggheads. There is more thrill rides. Ooh, the river ride. Now, contrary to the other two water rides that we're gonna build here, this one can go reasonably high. So we might build this over here, or perhaps in the underground. I'm not entirely sure of it. Part of me wants to just go all out on the river ride and have like a station with like a lift, and then have it just go down all the way, and then have it somehow return back to the station. But I feel like that would be a bad idea. I've learned my lesson with this in the previous park, so. Anywho, yeah, this is looking okay. So, with this ride in place, let us get ready for the river rapids, and then we should get like a go-kart. if we by then haven't reached the goal for this park, I mean, look at it. 4th of October. what were our goals again? Yeah, 1500. Oh man, and they're coming in like droves. Look at it. I'm not kidding. There is no, we're not gonna make it. But if we had pushed a little bit harder, we would have seriously made it and have achieved this park in 1 year. Oh man, yeah, that's I'm not flexing, but man, I'm good. Good. So having said that, I feel like what we should do is have the river rapids hook up over here. So what we can do with this is, because it's not gonna be such a quick ride, but it's also not gonna be terribly slow. What we could do with the station is build it into the underground over here, and then just see what we can do with it. That would give us a little bit of leeway in terms of the queue, because if we build it at this height here, like this tile here, this path, then what we can do is just hook it up straight. So I think we should do that. Let us get an entrance into the underground. That's like a good start for things. And then we'll just see how development goes, basically. We can even start with a track piece. Really? Okay. I didn't really know or ever considered that to be like an option, but okay, cool. Oh wow. Oh, so only now are we running into terrain issues, huh? I think this is like long enough for yeah. And then we don't really need it to be that low. Okay, so let us now worry for a moment about where this would be a nice spot. Oh, okay, so wait, can't raise landing? It's too high? What? Guys, oh, did you see that? That error message is something that's new for me. I don't think I have ever, well, perhaps, maybe we've seen this at like the what's it called? Like the Lightning Peaks Park, because that goes up really high too. But I don't think I've ever, yeah, well, apparently it's a thing. We need to keep in mind that We cannot raise the terrain even if we wanted to. Ah well. You know what? Before we jeopardize any possibilities of hooking stuff up in a convenient way. You know what? If we go down, we don't need to terraform that much. And basically, what we can do is reconvene. Yeah, we should do that over here. And in theory, we don't even need to go that high, I feel. Yeah, this hooks it up. Nice. And whilst we're at it, we might as well do the whole job. And unlike the other section where we, with our shared exit, where we make it the worst for, you know, for repeat guests. What we're doing here is we are catering completely to our repeat guests. Right, what? That wasn't really the intention, but okay. Apparently I need to raise or lower the land. Fine then, game, if that's what you want. No, that's not what we're gonna do. That we will do. Okay, so far this looks okay. Let us continue with building out the river right here, huh? Now I do believe, yeah, we are below the other ride. So first of all, let us get free. And then let's see what we can do here. Now, this one as well, it can't go too high. So we need to be mindful of where we are building. But so far, this is looking okay. And if we do the waterfalls, what I want to do is, well, I want to have this ride kind of trail the bicycle ride for a little bit. So if we are able to go like this, and then maybe do even a whirlpool as well, and then go over here. Look, all of a sudden we have plenty of reasons to do rapids all around. And that's already quite cool, huh? Now, what are we gonna do with like the rest of the track design? Because now we've gotten out, you know, and we can do stuff. I feel like what would be cool for this would be to have this go. Maybe do a little bit more over here, and then perhaps return through the underground. Would that be a bad idea? I don't feel it would be like a bad idea. So, oh, and also we might want to game unpause. We want to remove this because that's not really that's not how the exit is gonna be. I can tell you that much. So, knowing this, let us go up then. And I'm already, again, you know, thinking about, no, wait, height constraints and all that jazz. So, and then curve it around, do like a whirlpool, another whirlpool, and then go down, and then, ooh, nice. I like this. I like where this is going so far. And then we can even go, we don't need to go down to crazy low heights, so we can then do something like this, like rapids. And then I feel like right now the thing is long enough already for us to start thinking about the return to the station. Now we don't really need to build that many rides over here any further. So I feel like we can be a little bit wasteful on ride space or park space on this one, you know. But if we do this above the path, then we are really, really thinking about efficiency here, which I like. Now, at height 30... Look, right now we are absolutely maximizing our efficiency to the full limit of what's available, huh? Look, just hugging the path, basically. And then we can go down. No, but we don't want to do that, because what we need to do is make a curve here. This is like the line of tiles where we want to be for connecting back to the station. Because look what we have achieved here. All of a sudden, we are perfectly lined up for one last waterfall section. And then, booyah. So these guests here are at least safe from water splooshes. And if you are eating a burger, you have like the perfect view here, because it's just a white blob blocking the view. Imagine if you're working in this burger bar, huh? Anyway, so I am curious to a thing. Look, 5.25, really high, and not even that long a queue time, but I'm not sure if the queue time is accurate. It is a ride length of 3 minutes 43. That's really the limit. That's like 220 seconds for 10 boats. Again, I'm not that far off. Really. I'm surprised by my guesses, because this is just like a, wet finger work, basically. Just guessing. No rhyme or reason to it, really. And yeah, it seems to be spot on every time. So, well, I'm not complaining. I'm happy about it. But anyway, we have this to set up. And why don't we, of course, charge $5 for this? Because I feel that's adequate pricing. We shall, have we said this? Yeah, I have said that. To the 10-minute mark, open it up, and before we continue with anything else, we need to set up the exit, because I just connected it, but I never really took care of anything there, and that we need to do right now. Look, see, I saw a guest just wandering up and down there. I don't want that, so that's at least this bit. I feel like we would be really clever to also hire a handy dude for this ride. We even need to, because the exit is a new territory. So, yeah, there. I think this is a clever move. Going back to the regular view, where we can actually see stuff. We have this open. What shall we name this? You know what we could call this? The Purple Betrayer. Patreus. The Purple Patreus. Yeah. It mouths nicely. And watch what we're gonna do. I know, right? Could we go even ballsier with this? I know, right? Yeah. I think this is like the furthest you can go with this. Something like this, basically. And then maybe we can have these be like no, the one above. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure that the ratings for this one will be quite okay. And I'm just curious. Okay, it did not have any effect at all. Great, good to know. So all our investment that we did over here to up the ratings for this one have been for naught, at least with the rides. I kind of think that to up this you need scenery rather than rides and path, but well, at least now we hide the ugliness that is the cycle way. But ooh, guys, I see stuff that's not good here. Look, yeah, we're getting issues here with the vandalism. I've seen it. I also see that our financial situation is like pretty solid. So I feel like what we need is like an extra guard and an extra handy dude for this section of the park. Yeah, now you have this too. Yeah. That's just to, you know, because apparently I saw this, I'm not sure how or why, but it just isn't covered and we need it covered. And now it is covered, right? Yeah, it's covered. Good. Well, so far, guys, in all honesty, at 1,237 guests, still rising, quickly, even, all I can say is that so far the park is turning out to be rather easy. So yeah, what are we gonna do next time? Continue building, and I think at this pace we might even reach the point where we run out of space. But we're gonna discover that and more next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.